only major difference between the Iranian conservatives and the American conservatives is that in Iran, the conservatives control nearly 100% of the seats in government. There is no Iranian version of Nancy Pelosi to sue or block the religious conservative policies of the mullahs who control Iran. Iranian police are hunting for a group of girls who launched the viral Selena Gomez dance trend video. The video was posted online last week showing five young Iranian women performing a dance routine to the Afro-pop hit Calm Down by Rima and Selena Gomez. The women danced without headscarves in front of a West Tehran housing development that had been the flashpoint of anti-government protest. Conservative Iranian authorities looked for CCTV footage to identify the girls who were only dancing and were not involved in any political activity. Police were later seen checking the footage and questioning the guards. Since then, Iranian women across the country have responded by posting videos of themselves performing the dance. Activists have hailed the women in the 41-second video for their courage in defying the Islamic Republic's ban on public dancing and strict public dress codes, mandating the wearing of headscarves in public. Opposition to public dress codes sparked a nationwide protest movement that started last September after Mahsa Amini died in police custody. This 22-year-old woman had been detained for inappropriate attire. Young women removing their headscarves have become a staple of a protest movement that has grown to calls to overthrow the conservative Islamic Republic. Iranian security forces have responded with the crackdown in which rights groups say over 500 people have been killed and thousands arrested. At least 4 protesters have been executed. Amid a climate of fear in which young women fear being targeted by security forces, schoolgirls across the country have reported falling ill at school, raising fears that they are being deliberately poisoned by conservative Iranians. In January, a young Iranian couple was reportedly sentenced to 10.5 years in prison each just for publishing a video of themselves dancing together in Tehran's central square. The only major difference between the Iranian conservatives and the American conservatives is that in Iran, the conservatives control nearly 100% of the seats in government. There is no Iranian version of Nancy Pelosi to sue or block the religious conservative policies of the mullahs who control Iran. We saw during the Trump presidency every piece of conservative hate legislation was either blocked or watered down by the many progressives in our government. Unfortunately, Iran doesn't yet have enough progressives in their government to fight back against the religious conservative extremists. Iran and similar countries are perfect examples of what happens when conservatives hold complete control over a society. And you're lying to yourself if you think the American conservatives wouldn't do the same or even worse if they controlled all 100 Senate seats, the House, and the presidency. But even with Iran's government being nearly 100% controlled by conservative Muslims, they can't control the minds of Iranian citizens, and this has a lot to do with technology. All the things that are a threat to the conservative government of Iran still make their way into the country through the internet. The conservative Iranians view these simple and innocent dance videos as a threat to their entire way of life. It's very similar to how American conservatives view drag shows or trans people as a threat to the American way of life. You see, conservatives worldwide are very similar to each other, but at the same time, if you were to put some armed American conservatives next to some armed Iranian conservatives, they would destroy each other, with each side thinking their religion or their version of God gives them the authority and justification to destroy the other. That's what type of people conservatives are. They are extremely sick, Neanderthal like, and destructive. And I really wish our media here in America would point out the similarities between the different types of conservatives around the world. I think it would open a lot of people's eyes to what is really going on. Anyway, that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.